coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We've been working on this product for a while, and I just didn't want to miss today. So thank you for having me. And we got something great to announce today. Before we get to it, I've got a few updates for you. The first thing I'd like to talk about is iBooks. You know, we launched the iBook store less than a year ago, and one of the milestones we've hit is that users have downloaded over 100 million books in less than a year from the iBook store. And today we're announcing that Random House, the largest trade publisher, is bringing their over 17,000 books to the iBook store. They're going to be joining the other 5 big guys, and we have now over 2,500 publishers distributing through the iBook store. So we're really thrilled about getting Random House. So that's iBooks. Some good stuff happening there. Now, as you know, iBooks is one of our 3 stores, right? We have iTunes, the App Store, and iBooks. And they all use the same Apple ID to access them. And you have to have an account with Apple. Now, recently we just crossed 200 million accounts. And these are accounts with credit cards and one-click purchasing. Now, Amazon doesn't publish their numbers, but it's very likely this is the most accounts with credit cards anywhere on the internet. So we're really, really excited about this, and that's a big milestone for us. Another milestone is, let's look at one of these stores, the App Store. We recently just paid out over $2 billion to the developers cumulatively in total. Developers have earned over $2 billion from selling their apps on the App Store. And again, a lot of people have tried to copy this. I think we're way ahead, and you can understand why developers want to write their apps for the App Store. So we're very excited about that. And lastly, the iPhone. We recently shipped our 100 millionth iPhone. So a lot of stuff going on, and it's all good. Now, today we're here to talk about Apple's 3rd post-PC blockbuster product. Right? That's how we think about these things. We started off in 2001 with the iPod, right? Our first post-PC product. And we've been at it ever since. In 2007, we added the iPhone. And in 2010, we added the iPad. And every one of these has been a blockbuster. So we're in a position now where the majority of our revenues come from these post-PC products. And when we introduced the iPad a little less than a year ago, we said it's our most advanced technology in a magical and revolutionary device at an unbelievable price. Now, people laughed at us for using the word magical, but you know what? It's turned out to be magical, right? And people weren't sure that it was an unbelievable price. Well, let me tell you, ask our competitors now. And they'll tell you. So, 2010 turned out to be the year of the iPad. And let me give you a few statistics on that. We sold almost 15 million iPads in 2010. And remember, that's just 9 months. That's from April through December. 15 million iPads. That's more than every tablet PC ever sold. You know, the tablet PC did not invent the modern tablet PC. It crashed and burned. The modern tablet PC is the iPad. And it generated a little shy of $10 billion in revenue for Apple. $9.5 billion in revenue over 9 months. We've never had a product that got off to that fast of a start. As a matter of fact, many have said this is the most successful consumer product ever launched. Over 90% market share, and our competitors were just flummoxed. They went back to the drawing boards. They tore up their designs because they weren't competitive. And so there was one, Samsung got out last year, and you might have heard the quote that they said. As you heard, our sell-in was quite aggressive, around 2 million. In terms of sell-out, we believe it was quite small. So a lot of these were probably on the shelf by the end of the year. Now, our App Store has over 350,000 apps in it. Over 65,000 of those now take full advantage of the iPad. Its larger screen, its faster processing, etc. And some of these apps are just fantastic. Apps from Autodesk, all sorts of magazines and newspapers and publishing apps. Just wonderful, wonderful apps. Consumption apps, creation apps, fantastic games, and a lot of apps for business and vertical markets like medical. The things people are doing here are amazing. And again, they're taking advantage of this incredible, magical user interface on a much larger canvas with more resources, and the apps that they're writing are just fantastic. There's never been anything, as an example, like this for photography before. 65,000 apps specifically tailored for the iPad. Now, that compares to our competitors who are trying to launch these days with, at most, 100 apps. And I think we're being a little generous here. So, this is a huge advantage we have, and it's going just like this. Now, one of the things that enabled us to roll out this technology so fast was our Apple retail stores. They were built for moments like this. They were built to take new technology and roll it out and educate customers about it and be there when they have questions and issues. And we have hundreds of Apple stores now. As you know, this is one of our newest ones in Chicago. And without these stores, I don't think we would have been as successful either. So we made a video about 2010, the year of the iPad. And I'd love to show that to you now. So let's roll the video.